Hi guys, and welcome to the channel. If this is your first time to the channel, we're talking about credit cards, points, finances, and travel. If this is something that interests you, please like this video, subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. I will get back to you as soon as I can. Guys, we are now in the small village on top of the second biggest city here in Costa Rica, Cartago. We came back yesterday from our beach trip. We went to a bunch of different places. I will share more about them a little later. But I just want you to see, to begin with, look at this. Costa Rica is not only beautiful rainforests. What you see here is how the average Tico lives. Once you leave the cities, this is what you see. Lots of agriculture. Many times in the United States, we buy stuff like bananas, pineapples, a bunch of different fruits. They all come from here. Like here, I think this is carrots right across the street. You know, there's a bunch of stuff. So after we left Andes, we decided that we would go to Tamarindo. Tamarindo is personally my favorite place to be. I love the vibes of the city. It's a small city, it's very touristy. Typically I'm going in September, and honestly, if I was doing this all over again, I wouldn't go to Tamarindo at this time of the year. It's crowded. Even though there's restrictions, now there's a restriction that at 9 o'clock everything has to shut down. Still, there's so many tourists. It's beautiful, don't get me wrong. But, you know, I mean, I get much better prices. For example, the cheapest hotel I found this time was $85. I'm able to find $50 hotels all day long in September. So yeah, high season. Even though there's COVID, if it wasn't COVID, it would be like $150 a night. We went to these hotels, Windham, part of Windham. I didn't know Windham before. I thought it would be a great opportunity to explore a different hotel that doesn't belong to the big chains that we all know. And the price was great. It was just under $100 a night. And I took a risk. I was the one, I told the wife, you know, let's try something different. We went to that hotel. It looked amazing. I mean, the view was stunning. The lobby area was really nice. It looked like it was recently renovated. It was an older building, but it looked like somebody took care of it. But of course there has to be a catch, right? When we went to the room looked okay. It wasn't bad, but it looked okay. So I was still happy. Once I saw the view from the balcony door, I was amazed. I'm like, I cannot believe this is under $100. Then we tried to turn on the fan, and the fan started spinning, you know, loosely around. I thought it would chop our heads. So we turned off that. Then we turned on the air conditioning, and the air conditioning, even though we had it at 17 Celsius, was really just blowing whatever like air was out, like in the atmosphere. So it was like, what, almost 30. So it was just blowing air. That was terrible. And then my wife, she's still doing school stuff online. So she tried to log in and go in that little desk in the room. She tried to turn on the table lamp, and the switch did not connect right. So I had to turn on the lamp and then place the lamp on top of the switch so it stays on. Then at night, I tried to lock the balcony doors and they wouldn't lock. So I'm like, that's way too many trade-offs for this amazing view. So next day we left. We start walking around Tamarindo. It was so crowded. Honestly, guys, the best time to see a country, and I see that to Greece, the same thing, or the UK, is not when everybody's going. Is to go in the completely opposite time. It's not only cheaper, forget the cheaper, even if you have money, the experience you're getting is so much different. You get to see how locals live. You get a better flavor of the country. So we left Tamarindo altogether, and we decided to go to an all-inclusive hotel that my wife knows some people that work there. That all-inclusive is part of Barceló. Barceló is a big hotel chain, but honestly, the resort was just decent. Now the price was good. It was like 170 for 2 people, all inclusive. So yeah, you cannot expect heaven and earth for that kind of money. But at the same time, I would much prefer spend like $20-30 more and get something a little better food wise. And the drinks were just generic drinks, nothing that you're familiar with. There were like 3-4 bottles that you would be familiar with. There was Bacardi, there was Johnny Walker Red, and if you had the golden bracelet like we did, you could get up to Jack Daniels, and that's it. So yeah, really, it was good. I mean, I shouldn't say it was bad. It wasn't bad, but it was very okay experience, I guess, for okay money, right? After that, we decided to leave the Papagayo Peninsula. So that hotel was close to the Andes from a different angle. Same peninsula, Papagayo Peninsula, in the Pacific Ocean. Then we decided to go to La Fortuna, as we said at the beginning. There's a very beautiful hotel called Baldi. I always love going to Baldi. There's hot springs under the Arenal volcano. So you can really enjoy different pools with different temperatures. The food was incredible. I want to say it was equal or better than Andaz. Some amazing steak, some amazing salads, really amazing. The room itself, honestly guys, I didn't even take video because we went late, and it smelled like mold. And this is the second time I go to that hotel of Baldi. Like, Baldi is also the hot springs. You can only go for the hot springs or the restaurants, or you can get the whole package and stay also in the hotel. And this was the third time, but the second that it smelled like mold. I'm not sure if this is because the rooms are not being used so often, or because of the hot springs. Maybe the humidity is very high, but yeah, the smell really was a turn off, and the room was just okay. That was $160 for one night, and that included the hot springs and breakfast, buffet free breakfast. That was also very decent, very good. Actually, not decent, very good. So yeah, food was amazing, hot springs amazing, the room not so amazing. But yeah, I mean, the price was okay. 160 for 2 people, you know, I can see that. And then we start driving back. It takes about 4 hours to come back from Guanacaste into Cartago area, which is just very close to San Jose, actually, the capital. And you know, we went through beautiful agricultural fields. At some point we went through a rainforest. It was the first time that we got the road through the rainforest. The rainforest was really like Jurassic Park. Honestly, I thought a T-Rex would pop out at any moment. And that tells you the variety. Like, few hours before, we were at the beach enjoying the sun, and 3 hours later, or 2 hours later, we're up in the mountains in the rainforest, raining. Everything is green. Just an amazing country, honestly. And then we came here. We arrived in the afternoon, and then this morning I had to go and get my COVID test. I went to a private hospital. They charged me $75. And the results were available in less than an hour. Actually, they emailed me the results in less than an hour. Negative, so I'm good to go. You have to get the test 72 hours prior to your departure. So yeah, we'll get some more videos tomorrow or later today, we're gonna go close to volcanoes around here. It's full of volcanoes here. And then when I go to the airport on Monday, I'm planning to go to priority lounges, and I'm gonna show you how it looks at the airport and the priority lounges here in San Jose, Costa Rica. Thank you so much for watching. Until the next one, ciao.